Okay, so this is just a video to show up what's going on with that tailgate situation on the Ford Ranger. Alright, so this object right here is the tailgate and this is the bumper. Okay, now what this X here represents, this T, is the rotation point, so like the hinge. Okay, so if we grab that this is the rotation point, then this is how the tailgate opens, obviously. Okay, now when I'm rotating this, you see how the moment that, according to this gap is bigger here, and as I rotate, it gets smaller, like the gap between the door and the top of the bumper. However, as long as long as this right here is a perfect 90 degrees, this angle right here, that this line is perfectly straight 90 degrees from here, these two objects will never ever touch. Okay, the reason why this is happening is because this bumper is not 90 degrees at that point. This bumper is coming up some, probably not as drastically as that, but I'm just doing that just for the point of the presentation. So that when I rotate this here, then yes, the door rubs there and it stops rotating correctly. Okay, that's why it's happening. So basically, this bumper down here has to come, this line right here has to be either a perfect 90-degree angle, or it needs to be less than 90 degrees. It doesn't matter as far as it's 90 degrees tops, okay? Because if you had, I know that's drastic, but like, let's make it a little bit more realistic, okay? If you had it like this, okay, and you got to rotate the door, the tailgate, then it's not gonna touch, okay? So it's not a problem there. The problem is that this is like this, and that's why it's touching. So if you could go ahead and fix that so that this point right here where it stops, because I know you're giving it here a gap of, these dimensions are not going to be correct, but I'm just using dimension tools, but like basically you're probably giving it there somewhere like an eighth of an inch, something like that, between those 2 points. Yeah, eighth or a quarter, whatever looks right, it's fine. You could make it work. It could look right here. Okay, the thing is that you need to figure out which angle this needs to be at to work correctly, which is going to be always, if the line from here to here, it's completely 90 degrees, these two items right here is 90 degrees, then this will not touch. Okay, so that's what the problem is. So just figure it out. You're gonna have to bend this metal at this point, and you're either gonna have to keep it at 90, or like I said, you can go less than 90 and it makes it safer. And if you have to go that direction, I do realize that the lip here, because I know that the cargo bed is somewhere like the actual meat to be able to drill, to put an actual screw into it, you might be limited to it, because like, this is what you got. So, you're limited to it. So you're gonna have to play with it. And let's say that the situation brought you to a worst case scenario is something like this, and then that worked, and for some reason this screw here you can't fit it because it's not enough meat, then you're gonna have to go ahead and somehow just put like a piece of another strap of metal here, like a long strip of aluminum or whatever, so that you could go ahead and bolt the aluminum up there, that strap, and then you could go ahead and bolt the bumper to the strap that you just attach to the aluminum strap. I don't think that's going to happen. That would be strictly a worst case scenario. The only thing that you should be able, because that would mean that the people that fabricated this really didn't know what they were doing. The only thing that you really should be worried about is just messing with this angle. Okay? And you should be good.